the appearances of Jesus actual physical appearances or some form of hallucination?
Again, Daryl, before the Gospels were written, you've got Paul at 55 in AD talking to the folks in Corinthians, writing his book there. He'd actually spoken to them in 50 AD, and he's talking about stuff that happened that goes all the way back to the events themselves. And he tells them, "For I delivered to you as of first importance what I also received, that," here it is, "Christ died for our sins in accordance with the Scriptures, that he was buried, that he was raised on the third day," and then he appeared to Cephas, and then to the 12, then to the 500, then to James, and then last of all to Paul. What I'm saying is, he was buried, and then he was raised. That implies if he was raised, that tomb's empty. He couldn't have said that if it wasn't true.
If his body's in the tomb, how does he appear to the disciples?
Right.
I mean, that's basically what you're dealing with. So he was raised and appeared. And the appearances are described as physical appearances. They aren't visions. They aren't things happening internally to people. He's portrayed as eating meals and things like this.
Yeah, let's take this thing. You got hallucinations or visions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's a little differentiation between those, and then we've got this thing of what kind of a resurrection was it? Was it a spiritual, or was it this a real physical bodily resurrection? Let's take the first one. Why can you not tack this whole idea of Jesus rising from the dead as to being caused by the disciples having hallucinations?
Well, because you've got group hallucination that you've got to argue for eventually if you take the 1 Corinthians testimony seriously. 500 at once. He's appearing to the 12, that kind of thing. These are group hallucinations. Now, generally speaking, hallucinations don't happen in a group unless you're taking something. So,
and even then, that's right.
That's right. So,
if you're having a dream about going to Tahiti, and you wake up your wife, say, "Join me in the dream," you both can't go to the dream in the same
exactly
spot.
Right. Exactly right. So,
You're
cut to scene 3. That's not happening. So, there's the hallucination situation has a problem because of the group testimony that we're dealing with in many of the scenes.
Yeah. All right. And then take this thing of there's basically two kinds of visions as well.
Yeah, the visionary explanation really is also usually psychologically based. And so the idea is they had a vision, they had a sense, a premonition that Jesus was present after life. This is one that I get because I had a mom who died very, very young, and there was a sense after she died at spots that I could sense her presence, feel her voice, those kinds of things. That's the kind of comparison skeptical people will make to this. And like I say, I can get that because my sister and I have talked about these kinds of experiences. But
Grief.
They're grief-driven, but they're also, I think the other dimension of it is that they represent the presence of a power of someone in your life. I mean, I don't have that experience with my neighbor down the street. This is my mom. I have that experience with people that I've spent a lot of time with who I really miss, that kind of thing. But again, we've got the group element that's going on here. We've got the sense of that's not this experience.